Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we got a live stream talking about the Sixers, everything going on. Last night's Celtics game, the press conference from James Harden yesterday. We could touch a little bit on the Ben Simmons press conference as well. But what's good, everybody? Welcome back. We are here for a Sixers Talk live stream. I'm going to set out the notifications, and then we can talk about everything going on. So make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button, man. Appreciate everyone for supporting. Let's get it. We got B-Hub who is in the chat before I click go live. What's up, B-Hub? How you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? What's good, everybody? We got to talk about everything that went down yesterday. Let's go. Let's get it, man. So we going some fun, man. Let's go. We on the road to 1K, so I'd appreciate if you guys hit that like and subscribe button. All love and support is appreciated. What's up, Jeff in the zone? How you doing, man? Let's go. The Sixers, man, took a disappointing loss yesterday. I had to hear about it all day long today. And after this, I'm just going to be done talking about it. We got to move on. This is one of those losses where you don't want to get, especially for the players who actually play for the team, these are one of those losses you don't want to kind of get your head stuck on it too long. You kind of just want to get over it and go, you know. It was a terrible loss. Sixers came out and had their worst performance all year, offensively and defensively. Defensively, we just couldn't stop anything, no matter what. They were gonna make every shot, and offensively, we just fell behind and we couldn't catch up offensively. So, do you get PTSD because of yesterday's game? No, no, not at all, not at all. But uh, yesterday, Sixers lost to the Celtics by a wide margin. I was live for a majority of that game. It did not ended before a little bit before the game ended, obviously because it was already over. But I was live for the majority of that game. And it was tough. It was tough. The Sixers lost 135 to 87. They lost by 48 points. The Celtics shot the ball extremely well yesterday. They had 5 guys in double digits. They shot very well from the three. Today they shot 56% from the field, 55% from the 3-point line. When the Sixers, on the other hand, only shot 25% from three and 28% from the field. So definitely a big gap. We shot in our shooting percentages were in the 20s, and the Celtics shooting percentages were in the 50s. So that definitely was a big difference there. It's a tough loss, like I said. That's one that we just gotta. This is just one. We gotta kind of just evaluate it and then move on. We can't kind of hurt ourselves over it too long. We can't be sad or be down about it. We just gotta move on because we got a big game here to close out the first half of the season here against the Bucks tomorrow, which I will be live for that. So it's gonna be a fun game tomorrow against the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis, I believe he has some ankle problems, but he played last game and he looked good. So, Giannis probably still gonna play here against us. So, hey, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. All support is appreciated, man. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, man. 1K, and let's go, man. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. On a road to 1,000 subs. Cannot complain about that one, man. But let's go. Let's go. I'm excited to talk some Sixers basketball today. Also, I'll be live Friday with Corrupts, discussing everything going on around the league and All-Star break. And I'll be live for the All-Star game as well. So you guys want to come check out a few live streams around during All-Star weekend, definitely come check it out. It's going to be fun. The only day I won't be live this week or posting any content is Saturday. Saturday, I'm going to just be chilling, kind of taking a day off. But Sunday, we right back at it for the All-Star game, so make sure you guys continue to support. And all support is appreciated, man. Let's get it. But Sixers lost yesterday. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing. I mean, you hate to see it in front of the home crowd against a very, very big rival. You definitely don't want to disappoint there, but we did exactly that. We disappointed. And, like I said, I had to hear about it all day long. And it's just a part of being a fan, right? When you're a fan of a team, you're very passionate, and when your team loses like how we did, um, people are just gonna tell you about it, and people told me about it, and I had to hear about it, and it's crazy, but you know, It is what it is. It is what it is, and now we got to get over it. GG's to the Celtics. Our season series is tied 2-2, and that is it. Unless we meet them in the playoffs, that is our last game of the year against the Celtics. So, hey, there you guys go. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Now, like I said, we just got to move on. We got a game against the Bucks on the road. We're gonna be traveling over to Milwaukee, so definitely got to get the job done there. Definitely got to get the job done there. But it's crazy. It's crazy. How things in the NBA can change. Like we beat the Cavaliers in a really good game against a really good team, and then we lose to the Celtics in just the most disappointing fashion. That's just not what you want for your team, but it happens. Now 40-point losses don't happen that often, but losses happen. Blowouts happen, and like I said, it's just one we got to deal with. But also too, yesterday before the game started, we had a very interesting press conference here where James Harden spoke to the media. His introductory press conference was well spoken. It seems like him and the team are on the same page. He's ready to work. He's ready to work towards our goal, which is the championship, and definitely we want to work towards that. So it's gonna be interesting, though, man. It's gonna be interesting. But if you guys have any questions you may want to ask or things you want to talk about, leave them in the comments, and yeah, we can talk about this, and we can also talk about things going on around the NBA. We can talk about some All Star Weekend events. Speaking of some All Star Weekend things, we got Tyrese Maxey, who's gonna be making the All Star Rising Stars game. So that's definitely something good. He's in his second year. Good to see him make the Rising Stars game. Definitely had a big improvement from what he did last year. Some will call it a breakout year. He's definitely having a lot of improvements, but I think Maxey can even have an even better year next season. So I think next year can be his big breakout year. But Maxey's been cool. Also, too, we got Embiid, who's going to be in the All Star game. Harden will not be playing in the All Star game, so that's something interesting. So, just some things are going on around the Sixers and the All Star game. Nathaniel asks a question. He says, "What do you think will be the MVP for the All Star?" You know what? I think the All Star MVP is going to be Ja Morant. I'm calling it. Hot take, Ja Morant. I think he's going to have some fun, and I think he's going to play well. So, Marcus Smart and Robert Williams are out tonight. That sucks, man. I seen that Marcus Smart injury last night. Didn't look too good, but hey, man, it's the next man up mentality. Next man up mentality. Definitely that next man up mentality, man. Marcus Smart being out does suck, but it is what it is, man. I don't even know who you guys play today. Let's look at the NBA schedules today. Let's get the NBA schedule. I say LeBron James because he's in Cleveland. I guess you can say that. I won't argue that. The Celtics they play the Pistons. You guys should win that one. But we'll see what happens right now. The Sixers currently, after last night's loss, go down to the fifth spot in the Eastern Conference. We play the Bucks. I believe the winner of that game will move to the fourth spot or the third spot potentially. I don't know how the seedings officially work, but um, and yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. It's only 5 games tomorrow as well. You got the Sixers and Bucks, Rockets and Clippers. Oh Lord, ill. You got the Mavericks and the Pelicans, Nets and the Wizards. You got the Heat and the Hornets. I actually need the Hornets to win because the Heat are at the top of our conference. So go Hornets for tomorrow's matchup. Yeah, I see you guys. You guys play Detroit, but Sixers, man. Let's talk about what a win before the All Star game could do for us. A win during the All Star game for us does a lot. Because of the simple fact that we came off of a horrible loss. We go into the All Star game with a big win on the road versus the Bucks. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that? It gives us a lot of momentum. It gives us a lot to look forward to after the All Star break, and it just be fun. It'd be fun. And then, what would a loss do for us? After the before the All Star break against the Bucks. I mean, it'll a loss just shows that we need this All Star break. That's what a loss would show. That we need to sit down, we need to relax, just to not stress about anything for a few days, and just really get our minds right and get our team in the right state and in the right mindset in order to go for the championship push. So, um, That's what happened. Now, the Celtics, it's just crazy, man, because, we beat this team twice in a row going into this game. And, I thought it would be at least a good game, maybe. I didn't think it'd be a blowout, right? And if a team was gonna win, I feel like at the most it was gonna be like a 10-point win, but nothing more than that. But it was way more than that. It was way more than that, and like I said, it's just disappointing. I mean, when you lose to your rivals like that, and just a game that just is like is big, it's a prime time. It's just crazy. But I got to give a lot of respect to the Boston Celtics as well because they've been playing well lately. That game moved them to a 9-game winning streak. They haven't lost a game, I believe, since the month of February started. So the Celtics are undefeated in the month of February, and they look to continue that tonight and post All Star break. So that's good. B Hub says traded for Derek White so we can lessen some of the guard minutes. So excited to see him start for the first time with us. Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Derek White is a good pickup. So, but yeah, man, Derek White and other guys and stuff like that. You know, Celtics have been playing very well lately. So, and they were red hot once again against the Sixers. Nothing changed there, and it's all good. It is what it is. But you know, the Sixers got to come out, get the job done next time. Next time out against the Bucks, man. Next time out, got to get the job done. Nathaniel says, imagine you're out of town and you're Sixers fan, and you spend a lot of money to see Celtics versus Sixers. Yeah, yeah, yep. Imagine you spend your money, you, buy a ticket, right? Whatever the circumstances is, and then your team loses like that. I mean, it's disappointing, but as a sports fan, that's the risk you take of going to games. Any game is like that. You pay tickets, you go out of town to see your team. Hey, that's the risk that you take. Big game Thursday for y'all. Yeah, definitely. We definitely need this win, man. The Sixers definitely need this win here coming up, man. Definitely need this win for us against the Bucks. It'd be a huge win against the reigning defending champions. Definitely love to see this one, but we'll see how this plays out. To be honest, we don't really play well in Milwaukee though, so it does fear me a little bit. Not only that they're the defending champions, but we don't play well at their stadium. That's just not something we do pretty often. So, we'll see what happens. But hopefully we don't lose in a blowout. Hopefully we lose in a more respectable fashion. I don't want to lose at all, but you guys kind of get like it's like, bro. But we'll see what happens, though, man. We will see what happens, and hopefully we have a good outcome. Like I said, I'll be live tomorrow for that. So you guys want to check that out? Definitely come check that out, man. Definitely come check that out. So let's get it though. Let's get it. Let's get it. We want some fun, man. We want some fun tomorrow. Hopefully the game isn't boring and we don't have to deal with a blowout. But tomorrow we definitely have some fun tomorrow. You know, and stuff like that, man. And stuff like that. But good GG to all the Celtics fans. Hopefully, this is the last time I have to talk about this embarrassment of a performance. Hopefully, this is the last time I have to, discuss this game, and hopefully, everyone, hopefully, I don't have to hear about it anymore, and we could just move past this and stuff like that. Prediction for All Star Weekend. Let's get into some of that, huh? You know what? I can't. I almost forgot. I gotta say that for Friday's live stream with Corrupts talking about the All Star game and stuff. I cannot give my predictions out, even though I already gave out my All Star MVP. But don't tell Corrupt that. But yeah, I can't give out all my predictions because I have to wait for my guy Corrupts in order to give some of this stuff out. So you guys come check out Friday's live stream, my All Star live stream, and Nathaniel, all the question that you have, all of it will be answered. As far as the All Star break, y'all can ask other questions, but as far as my predictions for the All Star game, wait till Friday's live stream. But you can ask questions about the Sixers and all that stuff. But so if y'all wanna come, y'all wanna troll me for the embarrassment of the Sixers, do all of that. Here's the place, because like I said, this is the last time I'm gonna be talking about this game and it's gonna be it's on live stream, so y'all can go ahead. But yes, make sure y'all check that out on Friday. But yeah, man, Sixers got a big game though coming up tomorrow, and I'm excited for it. Hopefully the team comes out with more energy. Hopefully we come out, frustrated. Hopefully we come out not frustrated because I don't want bad body language, but hopefully come out, wanting to get our revenge or wanting to get a win, wanting to be successful. What's the biggest change you want the 76ers to make? I feel like the biggest change I want us to make is um I feel like one of the biggest things is that, when we go down in games, we lose energy. Keep playing energy, no matter what the score is, no matter what the scoreboard says. I want us to keep playing with energy. I feel like, going down by 10 points is not the end of the world, but when we went down early in the first quarter yesterday, we made it seem that way by the way our body language was, the way our energy, the way we were taking shots. Some people other than Embiid were really aggressive offensively. Play with a lot of energy, play with a high motor, play like you want to win. And I personally at that point I don't care what the score is. So that's the biggest change I want us to make. When we go down in games like we did yesterday, continue to play with energy, bro. If we're down by 10, try to cut into that lead. It's not the end of the world. I don't care what the clock says. Keep fighting, man. Because that's what some of these teams do against us. Every time the Sixers get a big lead, the team always finds a way to come back because of the energy and the fight that they play with. And the Sixers need to do that a little bit more. What's up, Karam? How you doing, my boy? How you doing, sir? But yeah, I feel like that's the biggest change. Another change we could probably make is better lineups by Doc Rivers, but that'll come when James Harden's in the lineup, and obviously some people's roles will change. So see that's what my Thunder do. Exactly, exactly. So Sixers, when we go down in games, that's what we gotta cut. We gotta play more like that because even when the Celtics went up 11-2 in the first quarter, we still had a chance to come back and make it a solid game, but we didn't play with the energy. We didn't play with that toughness. We didn't fight back in it, which caused the Celtics to go on a just a tear and win the game that the way that they did. Do you blame Doc Rivers for yesterday? Everyone gets to blame for yesterday. I don't blame one person for yesterday. Everyone gets to blame. Everyone in different way. Everyone gets to blame. Now it might be in different ways, but Embiid gets the blame because he's the leader of the team. You see, our energy is down when we went down in the first quarter. You got to pick that up. You're the leader. I can blame guys like Tyrese Maxey for not being as aggressive as I want him to, not being as efficient. Matisse Thybulle kind of just being there offensively, not really making himself a presence, not cutting to the rim, not pulling up for three. And when he did, he missed. Everyone has a blame. It might be different. This guy's blame might be different than the others. This guy might have contributed badly, worse than that guy contributed in this area. But everyone deserves some kind of blame for yesterday because everyone played a part, and why we lost yesterday. From everyone, from the starting five to the bench guys who didn't give us a spark. And just everyone, man, just everyone. Everyone deserves blame for yesterday's loss. You could blame Danny Green for getting that tech. Yeah, and that too. That too. I mean, come on. It was a useless tech. We're down here. I understand you're frustrated at the ref, but you definitely cannot. You cannot be, being undisciplined. You cannot fight back with the refs in certain moments. And I support the players when it comes to referees and all that stuff. I'm always support the players because I believe the referees are just terrible, especially the last three to four seasons of the NBA. The refs just have been terrible, in my opinion. And I am to support the players, but it's sometimes where yesterday's calls there were some bad calls, but yesterday's calls were mostly fair. Yesterday's calls were mostly fair. So Danny Green getting a tech yesterday wasn't the greatest thing. What's up, Brady? How you doing, man? But yeah, man. So, but like I said, man, everyone gets the blame for yesterday's loss. There's not one person that's gonna be let off the hook unless you just did not play yesterday. You get the blame. I mean, you kind of can't blame James Harden because he didn't play yesterday. He was just on the sideline. But everyone who participated in the game yesterday for the 76ers gets blame on why we lost. We win as a team, we lose as a team, and we come together as a team. And if we go out and win the championship and become the next greatest dynasty, not saying we will, but if that happens, I'm not gonna leave any guys out. Everybody's the reason why we won. Everyone's the reason why we lost, man. So when we have losses like that, Nathaniel, I don't just blame the coach. I always blame the whole team because unless the coach just makes an obvious decision that costs us the game, like he makes like a bad coaching decision or a bad adjustment. But other than that, I always blame the whole team, man. What's up, Brady? Oh yeah, also GG's, bro. GG's to your Celtics, man. You guys are on fire, man. 9-game win streak. Try to extend that here. You guys are on a 9-game winning streak, man. So let's see what you guys do, man. Let's see what you guys do to keep this up. I'm interested to see what you guys have in store for after the All-Star break because you guys play the Pistons tonight, but I want to see what the Celtics have in store after the All Star break, man. But we'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I seen a quote earlier today saying the Boston Celtics and Jason Tatum's playing angry. They're playing with like this fierce, with this fire inside of them, and I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that. But it's a lot of things. Also, B Hub asked the question earlier, or what's the biggest change? We need to go. We need to add a little bit more depth on the buyout market, man. We need to hit the buyout markets. Maybe add a little bit more guard depth. I wouldn't mind if we got Dragic on our team. Definitely would not mind that if we got Dragic on our team here. Definitely got to get a little bit more guard depth though. Get some more depth at the guard position in the buyout market. I'll take Dragic. I take Dragic. And I want to see how this Paul Reed backup center thing works out. But if not, definitely try to get an extra big man in the buyout market. It never hurts to have extra big men, extra rebounding. It never hurts to have extra rebounding. Because rebounding's a place, right, where not a lot of people really give credit to or not a lot of people care about. But if you are getting out rebounded, you're giving the other team second chance opportunities. That plays big. So I always like to have extra rebounding just to make sure we're good. We don't get out rebounded, and when the other team is missing shots, I know that we're gonna grab a board and we're gonna go. So that's really what I want. Another change I want is go get some extra guard depth. Go get a guy like Dragic or maybe someone else, and then definitely go if you can, if we need to, definitely go get a backup big man. Obviously, Embiid's gonna be playing a lot of minutes, but sometimes, like I said, we might need the extra rebounding. So facts like the Warriors, yeah, exactly, and like I said, it never hurts. Me personally, like I said, Embiid's obviously he's our starting center, so I'm not saying go get like a starting caliber center, but like I said, the buyout markets here. Let's go do it. Let's go get an extra big man. I'm a big believer. It never hurts to have extra rebounding, and it never hurts, even if you got two good centers, a starter and a backup. Hey, go get in. If you got a roster spot, if you got an open roster spot, you don't need nothing else. Go get extra rebounding, man. Rebounding is so important just to make sure you don't get out rebounded, man. Just that's what I want the Sixers to do. If we don't need anything else other than the guard, then hey, go get some more rebounding, man, because that's very vital. That's gonna be very key. And like I said, it never hurts to have extra rebounding. But it is what it is. I think we're gonna be fine. I'm not gonna let this one game change, how I feel about the Sixers this year. Shout out to Broads. He said the same thing earlier, where you can't let this game define us as a team. Obviously the media and the fans of other teams are gonna talk, but us as Sixers fans, some of us, we can't let this change how we think of our team. We can't let this change how we think of our chances to go out and potentially win a championship this year, because we still got a lot going for us. We still got a lot great going for us. We still have Maxey and Beats still having an MVP year. We got James Harden on the team, so none of that changes even with this terrible loss. Nathaniel says MG the next new center for the Sixers. Yeah, I wish I was that. I wish I was big enough for that. I'm lucky to be as big as I am now. I wish I was big enough for to play center. If I was 7 foot, I would actually just play. I would really play center, because I feel like if you got that height, you'll always have a chance, bro. Because the center position, I feel like teams are always looking for like that extra center or something, and they always draft. Especially in the second round of the NBA draft, there's always like a bunch of just no name centers that go, but like they're always gonna get like backup minutes just for extra rebounding and stuff. Like you got like Alex Len, guys like that who are just in the league, bro. Just literally they come in the game, get rebounds, and that's it. Like if I was 7 foot, I would literally just do that. I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, I would want to get better. I would want to be the best in the league, but I'd be fine with just doing that, because that's like the center position is like, especially if you're a veteran center, you could last very long. You think Jaden Springer's gonna ever get a chance? Unfortunately, no, unless a big injury unless Maxi or somebody like that gets hurt, or if a guy like Shake Milton gets hurt and no one's in the buyout market available, then we have to like bring a guy up from the G League to play the backup guard. But it has to be like a big injury. It can't just be like, oh, Furkan Korkmaz got hurt. Let's bring up Jaden Springer. No, we're just gonna cut the rotation down if Korkmaz gets hurt. But if a guy like Maxey gets hurt or one of our key backup guards get hurt, then it's just definitely Jaden Springer could get a chance. But no, if it's not an injury, then I just don't think he'll get a chance this season. Now, who's to say what happens next year? But definitely this year, he hasn't shown that much. And I feel like guys like Miles Powell has played better than him in the G League, who rise the Sixers bench. Shout out to Miles Powell, Seton Hall legend. But Miles Powell definitely has been play. I feel like in the G League and in other instances, he's been showing more than Jaden Springer. So he gets the roster spot nod over him right now, and it sucks. Jaden Springer's a solid talent. He definitely can be developed into a decent role player, but just not right now. He's not going to get a chance. But I like Jaden Springer. I liked him coming out of college. He was really good and one of the best players on his team in college. But we'll see what happens, though. Yeah, look, bro. You never can tell the future. You never can tell the future because we don't know what happens. I mean, who would have known like 3 years ago when or 5 years ago, right? When KD was on the Thunder, Harden was on the Rockets, and Kyrie was on the Cavs, that they'd all team up together and then eventually break up, right? Who would have known that? So you really can't tell the future, but I don't really think Jaden Springer is gonna get any chances right now. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It happens. It happens. But we'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. Now, now. What's interesting is the Sixers. The Sixers. I've heard nothing from practice today. I've heard nothing. I've literally heard nothing. Like usually the Sixers practice will have like reports. Oh, this guy did this in practice. I've literally heard nothing. So I wonder what's going on in the practice facility right now. I mean, let's go. Let's. Could you hit the gritty? Maybe. Yeah. I think I don't do it often, but yeah. Not like as good as Justin Jefferson or someone like that does it, but I can do something. I can do a little something. I'm not the biggest dancer though either. What's up, Corrupt? How you doing, sir? Hey, I know we lost to the Celtics, but at least we didn't lose to the Spurs this year, unlike the Bulls. I guess the Bulls got their revenge. I'm gonna leave them alone, but yeah, man, how you doing, Corrupt? Also, you guys, I'll be live for Corrupt this weekend, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Hit the like and subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss that live stream. This guy says behave. Oh, James Harden had a quote today. He said, "We can control our own destiny. I needed to be around the guys that I know want to win and are willing to do whatever it takes to win." Nice. Why is everyone or not everyone, but I see an account on Twitter trashing Andrew Wiggins because he hasn't been the greatest player over the last few games. And they're like, "Oh, this is an all-star?" Bro, come on. But it is what it is. But you know what? I want to do a live stream one day where I just talk about the West because I talk about the East a lot. It's just inevitable when I do these types of live streams with the Sixers. I talk about the East. I want to do a live stream just breaking down the Western Conference or maybe a video. That's something me and Corrupt can do. Like right before the playoffs, just break down everything and all potential matchups in the West and then do the same for the East. What's up, Jose? Josh Giddey's going to own the Spurs today? Oh, we'll see. I'm actually going to watch that game. You guys play the Spurs, right? The Thunder play the Spurs. I'm in DeJounte Murray, Andrew Wiggins. Low key, that's facts. But DeJounte, it's okay. He still got in. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that Spurs Thunder. What do you think of Embiid trying to do the James Harden step back? Just don't do it again. Embiid has so many other talents on the basketball court. That just ain't one of them. And to be fair, bro, no one else in the league can do that. So Embiid shouldn't feel ashamed that he couldn't do it. No one else. It's only one person in the league can do that, and it's this guy right here. This guy right here is the only person that can do that. So Embiid shouldn't feel ashamed. It's all right. I'm doing good. What about you? I'm always solid. But yeah, definitely Embiid. Don't do the double setback again, bro. There's only one person in the league that can do that, bro. Never again. Never again. Embiid, a pretty good three-point shooter. No, he is. Most definitely. Most definitely. He's definitely, especially this season, he stepped up in every shooting department we've needed him to. So, but the double step back, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. You just stick to your post ups, stick to your dream shakes, stick to your drop steps, your post up dunks, stick to all that stuff, bruh. No double step backs. If you're gonna pull for three, just shoot it. No double step backs, bro. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It was just funny seeing them do that because it was just like we were down. We to be fair, it was like, well, what else do we have to lose here? Let me just do it, you know. But it is what it is. I seen in practice, he was trying to learn it. Harden's first or second day of practice, and B was trying to do it in practice. But it's like I said, man. Only one man can do it. That Friday stream gonna go hard. That's facts, man. And y'all don't want to miss it, bro. If I were y'all, if y'all are basketball fans, I would not want to miss the stream with Corrupt on Friday. I just me personally, but yeah, I wouldn't want to miss that. So guess who has the high 3-point percentage? 100 plus shots, highest 3-point percentage. Um, I don't know. Is it Seth Curry? Seth Curry? B-Hub? I think it was him just trying to give yeah, I know what he's trying to do, Aiden, but just we don't have to see that again because that was ugly, bro. MG, are you scared that in the playoffs Harden gonna have one of those games he had in 2020 playoffs, like Game 7, where he shot 5 for 20? I hope the reason why I'm not too scared is that hopefully he won't have that because hopefully he can take better shot selections and he can make better decisions considering the fact that he'll have Embiid on the court. And for that Game 7 against the Warriors, I believe he was missing Chris Paul, who didn't play that game. If you're talking about that game where because the Rockets could have won but they didn't have Chris Paul and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely. If he didn't, having your second best guy is key, and if Embiid is gonna show up in the playoffs, I think Harden will feed off of him, and I think that's gonna be good. What's up, Jacob? Hopefully my Cavs can beat y'all since Harden is on your squad. Yeah, y'all play our third or fourth game coming out the All-Star break. The Cavs are one of the first teams we play out of the All-Star break, Jacob. Y'all are. It's PJ Tucker. You know what? I'm not surprised, bro. Because all that dude do is shoot from the corner and makes it, bro. I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised, B-Hub. Because all he do is sit in the corner, bro, and shoot it. I'm not surprised at all, bro. That's not even a shocker. But yeah, let me see the Sixers schedule after the All-Star break anyways. Let me look at that. All right, so the Sixers All-Star. Wow. The Sixers schedule after the All-Star break. Our first game is going to be at Minnesota against the Timberwolves. I'll be live for that game. That should be Harden's first game. Then our second game is against the New York Knicks. And then our third game will be against the Knicks again. We'll play the Knicks back-to-back games. Cool. And then our fourth game will be against the Cavaliers. So y'all play. It is at home. It's at Philadelphia again. It is Friday, March the 4th. Our fourth game out of the All-Star break will be against Cleveland at home again. So that's in like 2 or 3 weeks from now. We play you guys again. So see you early next month, Mr. Jacob. And then our next 2 games is obviously going to be at Cleveland, which I don't know the dates of those games, but Third, Doug McDermott. I'm not surprised. Doug McDermott's been good this year. Grant Williams, the way you guys been shooting lately, I'm not surprised. Yeah. The way the Celtics been on fire lately, I'm not surprised if a lot of y'all percentages have been going up. Like after this win streak, bro, Jason Tatum might be like top 5 in efficiency, bro. It's like, I don't know what his efficiency stats are, but I'm not a guy who pays attention to stats too much. I mean, obviously, I know the basic stats like points, rebounds, assists, field goal percentage, but I just don't care to look up the advanced analytics. Like this guy's freaking efficiency field goal rate in the left corner, 50 feet away from the 3-point line. Like what, bro? Or this guy's points per 85 possessions, or points per 100 possessions, or this guy, bro. Listen, the biggest stats I care about is wins, losses, bro. Wins, losses, championships. And then you can get, and like I said, obviously the points, rebounds, assists stuff, I pay attention to that stuff because that's just basic stats, steals, blocks, all that. But I just hate looking at this percentage and he's 50% from this. I was like, what does that matter, bro? About Sunday, it's going to be hard for me. It's your brother's birthday. Brian doesn't matter. It's like, no. But I'll be live for the All Star game anyways. If Corrupt's with me or not, that is to be determined. That is to be determined. I low key sick of people that not thinking DeMar's top three in the MVP. I think DeMar should be in the MVP conversation. Now it's the conversation that you it's the conversation though. Top three, I think he's definitely first of all I think he's definitely top five. But I mean the top three, a lot of people and I can agree is Embiid, Giannis, and Jokic. That's what a lot of people think the top three is. Rather you want to put whatever however you want to order those three guys is there. Everyone's top three is Embiid, Giannis, and Jokic. So whoever else whoever else you want to put there, it is what it is. But you know, but it is what it is, man. I mean, listen, your guy, if you have a realistically, man, I know fans, certain fans who don't really talk trash, who are just regular chill fans, they always complain about people talking trash about their players. And the bottom line is, if you have a great player, no matter how good he is, he's gonna have people doubting him. He's gonna have people talking about him. So I just try to not care about that stuff sometimes. If I'm in like a friendly debate, we'll go back and forth. But you know, I honestly don't care if people think what. I don't care what a freaking Sacramento Kings fan thinks if Embiid is an MVP or not. I honestly don't care, bro. He's a Kings fan. His team's been mediocre for how long now? Like I don't care what a New York Knicks fan thinks about the trade the Sixers just made. Well, the Knicks aren't gonna be relevant, anyways. Like I mean, they're gonna be relevant obviously because their fan base and they're in New York. But like I'm talking about this their team being good. Like I just sometimes I don't care. DeMar broke MJ record for most 35 point games in a row. Yeah, and like I said, brother, I just try to not worry about that stuff, man. I try to not care. Wait, Kings have fans? Roach is one. So there you go. Roach is a big Kings fan. He's a big Kings fan. He became a Warriors fan in 2015, you know, 2014-15 season. The Warriors may or may not won their first NBA championship or in a first NBA championship in a while that year. But we're not gonna we're not gonna do that to Roach. We're not gonna talk too much about that, but I know Rocha, We know. We just know. But yeah, Roach is a Kings fan. Yes, yes, yes. We do have Kings fans. Even if it's one, it counts. But yeah, but today's been a fun live stream. I've been live for about 37 minutes. Probably live for a little bit longer here. Just wanted to come on here, talk some Sixers, talk basketball, answer any questions y'all have. So, this is your last chance. Anything you guys want to say about the Celtics game, go ahead. I know it's an embarrassing performance. Go ahead because I'm done talking about it after this. I'm done talking about it. Who's your two favorite teams? I don't really have a second favorite team. I have my favorite team, which is the Sixers, and then I have favorite players. So, my favorite team is the Sixers. My favorite player is Embiid. My favorite player that's not on my team, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant. I like Devin Booker, as you guys know. Corrupt knows that very well. Um, I'm actually starting to like Jokic. He's starting to be one of my favorite players as well. Um, I love Tatum, but he just plays for the Celtics, so I don't root for him often. But I just have my favorite team, and then I have favorite players I like to watch outside of my team, and that's that. And I like Anthony Edwards too. I can't forget he's one of my top 10 favorite players too. I like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is a god, bro. I love watching Anthony Edwards play, bro. Love it. L plus ratio, says Crub. Crub, how about you? How about you go to bed? You know, you know. We know you're like 80 years old. You need your beauty sleep. It's 5 minutes till 6:30. We know this is your bedtime, Crub. Go to bed, bro. But you don't like KD, Aiden? I love watching KD play, bro. My favorite player, D Rose and John Morant, not on the Bulls. But yeah, I like watching KD play. It's just so smooth. The way he scores the ball is just so smooth. I find it hard not to like the way KD plays. Whether you like him as a person or not, that's up to you. But I mean, I love the way that KD plays. My favorite players usually aren't superstars. After Giannis, my favorite player are DeJounte Murray and Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. I mean, DeJounte Murray's on your team, but yeah, I get what you're saying. But like I feel like naturally you like the best player on your team. Corrupt is also a big Bam Adebayo fan. Big Bam Adebayo fan. Well, just nothing wrong with that. Bam's cool. Bam's cool. But yeah. You know what? I used to really like Vucevic, but Vucevic's been too inconsistent this season for me, bro. I used to really love watching Vucevic, and I used to support him a lot, especially in Orlando when he didn't get his respect. But now when he goes to a good team, it's like, bro, now you don't want to play. Now you don't want to play good. Now you don't want to be that consistent guy anywhere. Cool. Underrated pick, Fred VanVleet. That's not something. That's not usually when people bring up their top 5 or top 10 favorite players. Fred VanVleet is almost never in those conversations. That's crazy. Bam better than Robert Williams. I don't. If you and there's actually people that think otherwise. Corrupt. That's what's so crazy that I've been finding out lately. People, and no disrespect to Robert Williams, he's been a good player, but people actually believe he's better than Bam, and I just don't see it. I don't see it, man. I just don't. Uh, I'm sorry, bro. I don't see it, but it is what it is, man. But my probably the most underrated player I like watching. He's not underrated anymore because he plays for the Bulls. But DeRozan with the Spurs was good, and no one gave him respect obviously until he went to Chicago and people started watching him more. But I love watching DeRozan with the Bulls. DeRozan, I mean with the Spurs. I like him with the Bulls too, obviously. But DeRozan with the Spurs was so good, bro. I love watching DeMar with the Spurs. Lil Bum is my least favorite player of all time. I don't have my least favorite player. It might Ben Simmons is one of them. And that's crazy because he used to be one of my favorite players, but Ben Simmons is one of them. I don't know if he's my least favorite player though. Actually, he might be. I don't know. I gotta think of that. But I don't really have a list also too for like players that I hate the most because I don't hate a lot of players. You like watching Miles Bridges? He's very entertaining. He's very entertaining. Miles Bridges is very entertaining. And I just like watching a lot of centers. James Harden is my least favorite player. Yeah, you just hate him because he played in use. But I don't know why you hate James Harden. I mean, a lot of people do though. I guess because I don't know the fouling. I don't know. I just even before this, and I know it's like, oh, you're a Sixers fan. Obviously, you're not gonna say it now. But even before this, I never hated James Harden. I just literally didn't. I wouldn't say I didn't care for him much. I just didn't. I didn't overly like love and support James Harden, but I didn't hate him either. I was like, oh, James Harden, he's a great player. Cool. Like I was just never like. I never. I never showed a lot of emotion when talk about James Harden. You know. I just kind of just like knew he was a great player, obviously a Hall of Fame talent. So, but now he's on my team. Obviously, I'm gonna watch every single dribble move, every single game, every single step he takes on a basketball court now. So it is what it is, though. Darius Garland is a very good player. I like Darius Garland as well, but he's not my top 10 favorite players to watch. But I think he's a really fun to watch. Harden gonna play like an MVP he was with Houston. He's gonna go back to his old days and he's gonna be a beast with Philly. That's what I think. That's what I hope, Jose. And I think Harden is gonna be good with Philly. As soon as we figure out the chemistry things, as soon as we get things situated and we know exactly what we want to do, I think he will be great. MVP form, I don't know. That he was averaging 36 a game. I don't think he's gonna average 36 a game with his time with the Sixers, but I think he's definitely gonna be a top 3 shooting guard with the Sixers. I definitely think that. It was that rivalry at first and his huge ass ego in the Houston situation. I mean, like I said, you hate everything. You hate all Houston teams, though. Corrupt. You don't like Houston sports at all. The only reason why you don't hate the Texans as much is because Sean Watson. We literally had and the only reason why I know this, like at the top of my head, because me and Corrupt had this conversation yesterday. We literally talked about this yesterday, so it is what it is, though. But we've been live for about 45 minutes. I'm going to end it here in a second. I appreciate y'all for supporting, man. Talking basketball is always fun. Nobody can ever get wrong. If you are in the Sports Fury Discord, I'll be there in a few minutes. So if you want to come talk with me, or if you want to talk to me just in general, you can join my Discord. Link is in the description. We don't really talk there as much, but I mean, we could definitely start talking there. And like I said, if you're in the Sports Fury Discord, you want to talk more about this or other stuff, definitely talk definitely if you're in the Sports Tree Discord, come hang out there. And we're gonna have some fun, man. So see y'all tomorrow. We got Bucks versus 76ers, man. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. We are so close to 1K. And I'm excited, man. So Bucks versus Sixers tomorrow. Make sure you guys come by 8:30 Eastern. And let's go. Big Fridge says Jokic still better than Embiid. I respect that opinion. I'm not gonna sit here and argue that because you can argue both sides. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna head out. I appreciate y'all for supporting, liking, commenting, subscribing. All love is appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. You've been talking sports with MJ Nas, and until next time, I am out. Peace. And don't post links to your own channel. That's tough, Big Fridge. All right, I'm